What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're having a wonderful day out there, whether it's the morning, the early afternoon, like it is right now for myself, or whatever it may be, or maybe just settling in before the night. Like, let me just watch this reaction before I turn over and go to sleep. Maybe that's you. Maybe not. Either way, let's go ahead and listen to this track, Gotta Get Up. This is from, of course, Harry Nilsson. We're going to listen to this because it was suggested by a bunch of you, such as Radical Lads, Jason Brantz, Jeremy B. Actually, it was just you three. So thank you so much for the suggestion off of his 7th studio album, Nilsson Schmilsson, which I still think that is such a great name. Let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Here we go. Just a fun, jolly piano.
Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late.
Love this delivery. The horns coming through now.
There was a time when we could dance until 9:45. We never thought it would end then. We never thought it would end.
On the accordion?
We used to carry on and drink and do the rock and roll. We never thought we'd get older. We never thought we'd grow cold.
The horns are like getting drunk and slow.
Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late.
He flows so well in the first.
Down by the sea, she knew a sailor who had been to war. She never even knew a sailor before. She never even knew his name. He'd come to town and he would pound it for a couple of days, and then he'd sail across the bubbling waves, and those were happier days. But now, gotta
Nice
get
tight
up,
drum.
gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late.
Who's drumming? Who's drumming there? Okay. This was a really awesome track. Okay, it starts off the album as well. So this is the first thing you hear when you put on the album. And it is just this, I don't even know how to describe it. It's quirky. Nilsson's delivery is so fun. The flow state that he gets into just with that delivery, da 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 da, like the way that he wraps off the things that he has to do within this 24-hour period, the busyness of life basically, is just really, really well done. And all these little musical twists and turns that come in, and not that it sounds like the band I'm about to mention, but the amount of creativity that's involved in this track, coming in at 2 minutes and 24 seconds or so, it's like the Beatles. It's like what they would do in such a short amount of time, especially as we're listening to Rubber Soul. Like, they just establish so much in a short amount of time. They establish a verse, they establish a chorus, they get in these interesting instrumental and musical quirky things. Like, there's just so much creativity that's happening in such a short amount of time. I think that is absolutely incredible. When the accordion comes in, who even knew? Who even guessed? When the horns start coming in and playing to a different rhythm, the whole thing changes from there. Who would have guessed? You're going to have Henry crying on the accordion here. And then the drumming. You have Jim Gordon, of course, on here, who's played with, of course, Derek and the Dominoes. And, like, his playing is just, like, you already heard these little fills throughout that were very fast. And you're like, ooh, there's something in there, right? And then he sets you up with the end. And the pattern that he does, I think it's just like a double kick and a snare. Let me pull it up again. I just want to hear. I just want to hear the very ending of the track. Because he has a certain pattern. I don't know what it is. I'd have to see him, but... It's like maybe he has a double bass pedal, and you can't see my feet, but right, left with the feet, right, left, like if you just do that quick enough. I feel like that's what he's doing, but just the speed that it comes into at the very end with the piano. I thought that was such a cool ending for such a cool and diverse song. And once again, in such a short amount of time, that's a lot to get done. Let's dive into these lyrics real quick. Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay, I gotta run. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let people know I'm gonna be late. He is just trying to pack so much into a short 24-hour period. He's gotta get up, he's gotta get out, he's gotta get home before the morning comes. So he's out there. There was a time when we could dance until 9:45. We never thought it would end then. Never thought it would end. We used to carry on and drink and do the rock and roll. We never thought we'd get old, though. We never thought we'd grow cold. But now, listen, responsibilities and adulthood comes quick, and sometimes it slaps you in the face with a nice big old cold salmon. Whoosh. I guess I could have said throwing a cold pot of water in your face, but same thing. Life comes up at you quick and hard, you know? When you're in your 20s and staying up till the sun came out, partying, doing your thing, but all of a sudden, there's that time when it just changes and 10 o'clock rolls around. You say, ooh, my knees hurt. Listen, I go to bed early. During the week, I like to be in bed at latest by 8 o'clock. I don't even wake up that early, but at latest by 8 o'clock. On the weekend, I'll stretch that a little bit, but I am definitely an early to bed, early to rise kind of guy. Down by the sea, she knew a sailor who had been to war. She never even knew a sailor before. She never even knew his name. Well, he'd come to town and he would pound her for a couple of days, and then he'd sail across the bubbly waves. Those are happier days now. And now he's got to get up, he's got to get around, he's got to get out before the sun comes down. Let's look at the Wikipedia article for this particular track. It says that, let's see. About the transition from carefree youth to adult responsibility, of course. The earlier version of the song is cheerier and more up-tempo than the recording that was released on the album. Interesting, because I would describe it as cheery and up-tempo, to be honest. Perhaps a little rushed. There's an anxiety of, you got to be to work at 8 o'clock and your alarm goes off at 7:50. I think that anxiety is well respected in the music. Says the remake takes on a more serious tone and features an aleatoric glissando at the end. Never heard of this word. Aleatoric music is music in which some element of the composition is left to chance and or some primary element of a composed work's realization is left to the determination of its performers. We just call that improvising. Producer Richard Perry said that the addition was inspired by the number of takes devoted to the song. We had to do so many takes that we got cabin fever and started messing around, and Harry decided to incorporate that craziness in the song. It says that biographers suggest that portions of the song are based on Nilsson's former day job as a computer programmer at a bank, while other portions are written from the view of his parents. Let's see, it goes on and on and on, and I'm looking for any sort of chart information, but I don't see it. So perhaps this track did not chart anywhere. I see that it was released as a B-side to his single Without You. And both songs were included on the album. Well, the other song, Without You, had reached number 1 in the Billboard Pop and Adult Contemporary charts, but not this one. So unfortunately, that didn't happen. I guess it was also used in the show Russian Doll. Never heard of it. Don't know a thing about that show. And it's also used in a bunch of other media here as well. Anyways, good song. Great song, as a matter of fact. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Wrong button. Follow me over on Twitter. I was trying to press the Patreon button. Support the channel on Patreon. $2 a month. You don't have to, but it helps me and it goes a long way. Otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. I will see you all later. Bye.